Today we're here in Scottsdale, PA. We're going to be biking the Coal and Coke Trail. This looks like it's an access point. I thought this was the start of the trail, but I think the start might actually be down the road a little bit. So I'm going to bike up there, see if I can find like the official start. And if not, then this is the official start because this is what's on all trails as the start. But we're going to bike down the road and see if we can find a more official starting point for this. We're going to video a little differently today than we would a normal bike trail. Usually I would film the bike on the way down and then hit all the views on the way back, but the GoPro failed on the way down and it's a 4.5-5 mile trail, and I don't have the energy to re-bike down and back again. So we're gonna intermingle the bike ride with the highlights, and honestly this might be a better way of viewing it. So let me know if you like it. Let's go. It's pretty warm out today, real feel of 93 right now, so stay hydrated and find the shade when you can. So I think we got most of this on film before, but just in case, this is the connector between the Coal and Coke Trail and the Jacobs multi-use area. So the idea is we just bike down this road and follow the signs that say trail on it. This one, not so much. This one's for the West Overton Village Trail. We're gonna skip that for now. We'll come back to that later. We need to go down the road further towards the Jacobs multi-use trail. This part here is what I would consider Jacobs multi-use trail. You can see the signs that say Coal and Coke Trail to the right. You'll see them up here in a second. But actually, I think this is more like the connector slash the Jacobs Trail. Out there you can see there's just a field, almost looks like a farm field, but there's a couple trucks on it. But yeah, we're heading up in here. Gonna try and do this one-handed to kind of show you the turn, but yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, one-handed uphill. Here we go. Left-handed uphill. I'm holding the phone with my right. I needed a lower gear for this, for sure. Up in here, you can see, I'm gonna stop for a second. You can see this. There's an electric fence behind this front fence with barbed wire. So whatever's in there, they really don't want you in there. 7,000 volts. Seems like an awful lot of power for what that's holding in, which is just a field and some trailers for UPS trucks, UPS. So that's interesting. Whatever's in there must be fairly valuable, I guess. We're going down here into the kind of the park area of the Jacobs multi-use trail. Just gonna do some filming of it in case we missed it on the way out. Yeah, there's some soccer fields over there. That's pretty cool. Some houses beyond that. This is a nice area. Just some beautiful scenery here. Again, this is Jacobs multi-use trail. We'll stop on the way back and look at those flowers. A lot of flowers in there. Over here's a detour into somewhere. Up there is the end of the trailhead, but let's see where this takes us first. Got a sign there, it says Jacobs multi-use. Apparently you can only use the soccer fields by permission only, and those are nice soccer fields. That's a shame. You'd think the whatever soccer company that owns that or place would open that up to the community so people can come out and have a good spot to play some soccer. But you know, maybe they have their reasons, but yeah, kind of disappointing. Got a playground over here. Some nice basketball courts actually, not bad. So this is again just the off stretch of the Jacobs Park area. This up here looks to be the end of the off stretch, so we're gonna turn around and go back on the trail. About wiped out there. But this is nice. Yep, back to the trail. I feel this heat. Definitely storm's coming for sure. See, the clouds are still nice, but it's starting to get more cloudy. Coming up here on the Jacobs Creek multi-use sign in this little triangle area. We're gonna go off to the right here and head towards the trailhead. Today's more about videoing while riding the trail because, you know, it's 9 miles, and then I already rode it out here once to check it out, so 10, 11, about 11 miles, a little more when it's all said and done. So yeah, got to make good use of the time today. This is cool. Kind of like a swamp area. Got some butterflies there. We were flying along with one. Don't know if you saw that. That was pretty cool. Swamp area. So yeah, almost at the end of this Jacobs Creek multi-use trail. Not sure if this is going to be one video for Jacobs Creek and then another one for the Coal and Coke Trail, or just one long video. I'm thinking probably just one video because there's not a ton of footage from either one really, because it's just such a long 11 miles total is a lot to film. You can see this almost looks like a beach trail kind of. It's a lot of swampy area down in there. There's a river. I'll get a better picture of that in a minute. But yeah, just like this kind of marshy, feels like a beach trail, lots of wind, pretty cool. This is dedicated to Stephen Matzi. Looks like he wanted this trail to be built, and it was. So that's exciting. And if you know these people, I apologize if I'm getting the name wrong. You're gonna notice I already look pretty winded. It took about a mile of biking, or maybe a mile and a half to find the actual start of this thing. So as it turns out, this is kind of two trails in one. So it's the Jacobs Creek multi-use trail, which kind of turns in to the Coal and Coke Trail. Now I went down this road and ended up in the borough of Scottsdale, and there it just turned into like green bikeway signs, and there were no trail markings for Coal and Coke or Jacobs use. So I think this is the official start, and I think it goes out there. It looked like there was a 4.5 mile marker. So for 4.5 miles, so we're looking at 9 miles total today, I believe. Should be quite the bike ride. These yellow flowers are all along the trail. There's definitely some like honeybees on there or something like that, whatever they are. But yeah, these are beautiful. So check this out. There's a canoe ramp here. It's pretty steep. It's all rocks, so gotta watch you don't slip and fall. But it takes you right down there by the river, and I assume that means you can canoe this river or kayak it, providing that it's deep enough. I see some rocks poking up right there though, so definitely not deep enough today. But, you know, after a good rain, this might be paddleable. I don't know if you hear that, but it sounds like there's an ice cream truck somewhere. It's not coming from my phone. That's really odd. I don't see any roads. I had to turn around to get a nice view of the river, and so you could hear that ice cream truck sound I'm hearing, so that I know I'm not crazy. Try and get a little footage of this river if I can. I still hear the ice cream truck. That is super odd. This is a better view of the swampy area on the right. A little bumpy, sorry about that. But yeah, filming while riding, so. A ton of cattails down in here. There's the 4.5 trail marker. Got some woodlands, not woodlands, got some like marshy kind of area over there. There's the triangle we passed on the way up. Yeah, heading back towards the access point in the car. 10 or 11 miles is plenty for me today. That's the furthest I've ridden in almost a year. Probably in a year. There's a duck right there. I think that's a duck. Goose? I'm not so sure. We made it to the official end of the bike trail here in Mount Pleasant, PA. So it goes from Scottsdale to approximately Mount Pleasant. And that was the Jacobs Creek combined with the Coal and Coke Trail for about 4.5 miles down. So nice place. Take a look around, got a business there. Nice little highway there. There's a beautiful house back in there. And it looks like a pizza shop. I was hoping it was open, but right there. But unfortunately, it looks like it's closed. So yeah, no pizza from there. Right over there is a pizza shop, but sadly it's closed. If it was open, we'd be going to get some pizza for sure. Got a little river down here. Unfortunately, the GoPro stopped filming on the way down, so I'm gonna have to try and film the trail on the way back and still film on the phone also to get the highlights, but I'm gonna also have to film on the GoPro to try and get the full run of the trail. Check out all the bees flying around this bush. That is crazy. Over here we got a mural on the side of the building. Here we had the Cook Lumber Company. Not sure if this is still in business or not. Up here's the trail. This looks like a old football field here. Not sure if it's still in use. I don't see any field goal posts or anything, so I'm thinking not. But there's a bridge. We'll look at the bridge real quick. It leads over to a little park over here, but we'll just walk up to the bridge. So this is the little bridge here, and again, there's a willow park right over there. A lot of bees right in here, so I'm just gonna keep moving through. You can see this trail goes along a railroad track for a good piece of the way. Check out this field of flowers here. Sounds like there's a bird party right back in there. This one may be a bit bumpy because I'm filming as I'm biking, but these pink markers here, I think these are signaling private property back there, because there were a bunch of them, and I think there might be a few more up here. There's also some purple blazes on the trees like we saw back on the Little Crabtree Creek Trail, signifying that that's private property. Check out these signs. So this is the signs for the trail, Colin Coke. We're at the 1 mile mark here. And these are about every half mile, the whole way up through the Jacobs Creek multi-use area at 4.5 miles. It's a pretty nice trail. You'd be fine on just about any bike. It's a little bit bumpy, but not bad at all. I don't see why the reviews are like 3 out of 5 on all trails. This is, in my opinion, like 4.5 or 5 out of 5. Not that many great views, but very nice bike trail. This is one of the 2 or 3 bridges on the trail. There's a little railroad track there. We're on the bridge right now. But yeah, nice little railroad track and river. And then a ton of flowers. And then over to this side, got some more river action. It's a small river. It's pretty dry out right now, but calling for rain this evening and into tomorrow and Monday. This is the bridge from the back view. This is pretty rare. I think this might be the only blue flower I've seen this year. Here's a little map of where some of the coal mines were, and a little bit of history about Henry Frick and the coal mines around the turn, late 1800s, early 1900s. Here we got our first road crossing on the way back from Mount Pleasant. You can see the railroad lights there and cars coming through, so on we go. Got like an older historic house there to our left and trail going down behind us there to our right. There's the trail and my bike, and I'm not going to go up in here because I'm not sure who owns this land, but I wanted to show you these big piles of rocks up in here. Yeah, again, not going to go up there, but you can see these major piles of rocks. Not sure if you can hear all the bugs out here, but you can see this is just one long stretch of trail here. So yeah, just biking through this part. But it does look cool in the background how far that stretches out back there. I guess something of interest here is you can see there's like a guardrail off to the right. I'm not quite sure why that is. Maybe it goes downhill slightly there, but I mean, just bikers along here as far as I can tell. So, not sure what that's about. If you live out near Mount Pleasant or Scottsdale, PA, and you want to help out with trail maintenance, or you can donate to the trail there, They're looking for volunteers to clean up litter and just take care of the trail, probably like down trees and stuff so people can walk it better. Check out this warped bench here. We're gonna go back and see where this little trail leads. There's one over there but on the other side of me, but that just leads to private property. So pretty sure this does too. We're not actually gonna go out on the tracks, but we'll just at least go look. Yeah, so this leads us to a nice view of the tracks. I'm not actually gonna go down there. There's the other trail that leads up to the private property right there, I believe. We'll just stick our head out and see. Got some ferns to our left. Yep, that's private property, so back we go. Gonna stop here and see if there's any geocaches nearby. I'm not 100% sure, so we'll take a look. Here's more of this pink stem plant we saw the other day on Hank's Trail. Yeah, I think it's invasive, but it is just the prettiest color. Right beside some nice yellow plants. It's getting really humid out. Like I say, they're calling for storms later. It's pretty hot. So I think we're about halfway back towards Scottsdale, so we're gonna keep going. Okay, so back on the bike. We're looking for a geocache. Somebody named it Arachnophobia. And I'll put a picture of it up on the screen here. It's a goofy looking spider. Assume it's CTI'd in, so who knows, maybe there's a nice cobweb up here or something, but should be getting close to one actually. So that was a good time to look. Convenient, you'd think I'd planned it, but I didn't. I didn't consider finding a geocache until right about now, so I'm gonna stop again and see if we're getting close. Looks like the cache should be right around this Coal and Coke sign, 2.5 mile marker. I think it's back in here amongst this little beaten down path. I'm gonna try and walk back there and see, but if there's bees back in there, we can forget it. All right, going back in, scoping out the cache. Again, it's called Arachnophobia. I don't care about spiders, I care about bees. Looking, searching. A lot of thorns right here. Ouch. According to the map here, I'm like right on top of it, but I don't see it yet. I'm still looking. There's the trail, but I'm back in this little patch. It's placed by permission of the Cook and Coal Trail, so I don't feel bad about digging around back here looking. Unfortunately, back in there, I spied no cache, but that's okay. Sometimes it's how it goes, so we're gonna keep moving. This is just one of the couple access points along the trail, but this one's interesting because you can see it says power trail access, power lines are here. So, and this bird's having a fest, a bird fest over there in amongst the power lines. Let's try and zoom in on them if I can. There's just a ton of birds over in there. I guess they like living life on the edge amongst all that power equipment. So yeah, this is the power line area of the trail. On we go. I'm gonna film on the phone here. You can see this is a really pretty area right along residential. Filming in on the phone just in case the GoPro doesn't pick it up. Seem to be having some GoPro issues today. Getting up here on some scenic parts of the trail. I think the part closer to Scottsdale is a little bit more interesting, but the part near Mount Pleasant is still nice too. That's pretty cool. Just goes way down in there, the bridge. Then over there's the bike for size comparison on how big this bridge is. That's pretty crazy. We'll at least go over here. Got a little muddy area down there. You can see it just goes all the way down there. Pretty cool looking. You can see the wind's picking up a little bit. Like I say, there's storms coming this afternoon, so not gonna hang around too long. Back there's the bridge, and I had to stop for this area. This area is pretty nice. Got a little pond down there. Got a bench over here with the dedication on it. Let's take a look. If it looks like I'm waddling and like I'm holding the bike as I walk here. This is for James Marth Sr. Up here, there's another sign. So let's go take a look and see what this is. Whew. In memory of, I'm gonna say this name wrong, Duan Wally, founding member of the Coal and Coke Trail. That's a nice view. Got a nice bridge view coming up, so just in case the GoPro doesn't pick it up, I'm gonna film us going over the bridge here. We might stop in the middle and take a look at the river. There's a river down there. Here we are. And here we go. Coming up here on mile marker 3. Here you can see these spray painted purple things I was talking about earlier, signifying private property. Doing the video a little different today. You can see we're taking video while on the bike because I think we lost footage on the way up, so trying to get some on the way back on the phone. It may be a little bumpy because I'm filming as I'm riding, but hopefully the GoPro is picking some of it up too. Power line there. That is massive. All right, we're back at the trail access point where I am parked, which is not quite the full way down the trail. The Jacobs multi-use trail is down that way. I'm probably going to show that before showing the Coal and Coke Trail.